Hey, joining me now is Chris Greeley. He's the commissioner of the League of Legends LCS. Chris, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
So the LCS is expanding to 3 days this coming season. A lot of people, when the rumors started to churn, thought that meant Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You surprised everyone with Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and I'm going to ask you more about that in just a moment. But I want to start with what went into the decision to expand to 3 days.
So this is something we've been looking at for more than a year. We think that having 2 5-hour blocks of LCS for folks to sit down and watch can sometimes be a little bit overwhelming. So we wanted to make sure that we were able to spread our content out a little bit better. At the same time as we continue to ramp up discussions with current partners and prospective sponsors, we wanted to make sure that we had some really good inventory and products for those sponsors to look at and be able to come in and support the league with. So ultimately, we're really excited about having an additional day, being able to feature some matches and some players and some stories that otherwise might have gotten buried on a Saturday or Sunday when there's 4 other hours of games.
So Monday Night Football has been the marquee weekly sports event for my entire lifetime, for many decades. This to me kind of feels like the mountain or the flag in the mountain saying, hey, we are going to be the marquee esports weekly event. Does that play into the decision at all? Like Monday Night League, tell me about it.
For us, it's like Monday Night Football has always been that kind of shining star of, no matter what games we're playing, no matter who you're a fan of, the football world kind of shuts down and all focus goes onto that night. I spent a lot of nights when I lived in New York City, sitting in a sports bar, eating wings, watching 2 teams I would never follow and didn't really care about just because it was the Monday night spectacle. And we want to bring a little bit of that to league. Esports is a little bit heavy on Fridays. So being able to shift that to a Monday where there's not a ton going on in the space, you get a lot of recaps of the previous week and look forwards for the next week of LCS. But being able to provide some really good matches and kind of our own little spectacle on Monday nights to be able to carve that out, we thought was really important.
So will the teams playing on Monday night, is that going to get decided at the beginning of the season, or will that kind of be a weekly decision?
So the schedule's done for all of Spring Split. When I think it's should have released alongside all of our announcements, but we worked really hard to make sure that all of our teams were getting kind of equal coverage on Monday nights. So all 10 LCS teams will play at least 3 Monday night games, and I think 2 of the teams, just because of math, will wind up playing a 4th game.
Got it.
Yeah.
So you guys have a new Red Zone format show on Fridays called Academy Rush, which is going to feature the League of Legends Academy teams and give them a chance to kind of show off what they've got going on. It sounds like it's more of a, rather than we're going to watch every match from start to finish, we're going to have a bunch of matches playing, and we're going to jump around to the action moments of each of them. What can fans expect when they tune into Academy Rush?
So we hope a couple of things, right? One is a really well curated storytelling experience. So the idea that I watch a lot of LCS, maybe I don't watch a ton of Academy or know a lot of the players until they hit the LCS level. Give us an hour, give us 2 hours during Academy Rush, and you can sit and have analysts and casters kind of walk you through the next level of talent, put highlights on them, be able to show their plays and outplays and, their kind of fails and successes, and then be able to tie that back into LCS stories. If the mid laner for one team is struggling at the LCS level in week 4 or week 5, maybe we spend a little bit of extra time looking at their backup on the Academy squad, and be able to highlight that and show some plays. Ultimately, asking fans, to watch 10 hours of LCS a week plus another, 5 to 10 hours of Academy, we thought was a big ask.
Yeah.
With all the focus that the community is putting on, and we are putting on the amateur scene and the Academy scene, we wanted to provide ways to really attach fans to the Academy experience, but do it in a way that, felt a little bit easier to digest.
And I think that's really important. I think when you look around at fans of League of Legends and really any esport, I think most fans can probably name, 4 or 5 players on their favorite team, but I'll bet you most of them couldn't name more than one on the Academy team.
Yeah, I think that's right. And there's a lot of talent there that we think once fans can start to see the plays and start to see the players and get a little bit of the personality, that they'll be able to start to attach themselves to as well.
So the way teams qualify for Worlds is also going to be changing. Now the top 8 teams in the summer split are going to basically play a tournament with the top 3 teams getting to go to Worlds. What do you foresee the purpose of the spring split becoming in the years going forward?
So MSI year over year has just gotten to be a bigger and bigger spectacle. And last year with Team Liquid going to the finals, something that I think all NA fans can get behind as a tournament that matters and has substance. So we're positioning spring to be the race for MSI. The chance for teams to pull their squads together to make a run at going to represent North America in that tournament, and hopefully this year lift the trophy.
So this year marks the 10-year anniversary of League of Legends esports. Last year marked the 10-year anniversary of League of Legends in general. We've heard the rumors that it's going to be, huge this year. I mean, is this just the beginning of the excitement for the year? Is there anything else you can share with us that might be coming down the pike?
In terms of Worlds?
Yeah, in terms of Worlds, or just what's on store for League of Legends esports this year.
I'll talk about the LCS because they will kill me if I start talking about Worlds plans.
Okay.
We're for over the next 2 years, as Worlds is going to be in North America next year. We've anchored a lot of our plans in the LCS to making sure that we have a great ramp into next year and kind of going all the way through 2021. It's like we're going to get to sit on the big stage for a year. So, I think this is the best time possible to be an LCS fan. I think our fans are going to see, kind of rapid changes over the next 6 months as we begin to put new things into place, things that we've been working on for a while and that we're really excited about. And I think it's going to be a great time to be able to cheer on an LCS team, or all of them.
Chris Greeley, commissioner of the LCS, has been our guest here today. Chris, thanks so much for your time.
Thanks so much for having me. I appreciate it.